He looked like the kind of man you would trust instantly. Quiet, polite, a bakery owner in Anchorage. No criminal record, no dark reputation, just normal. But behind that ordinary face was one of the most dangerous killers in American history. A man who didn't just murder, he hunted, and for years, no one knew. This is the true story of Robert Hansen, and once you hear how he operated, you'll understand why even hardened investigators were disturbed by his crimes. September 12th, 1982. Two off-duty Alaska police officers were hunting deep in the wilderness, far from towns, far from roads, far from help. This part of Alaska was so remote that people almost never came here, which is exactly why Hansen chose it. As they crossed a river sandbar, one officer froze. Something was sticking out of the sand. A boot. At first, it looked like trash. Then he looked closer. A human bone. In that moment, they realized they had just uncovered something terrible. The next day, investigators dug up the remains. They belonged to 23-year-old Sherry Morrow, an exotic dancer, missing for 10 months. Everyone thought she had simply disappeared. They were wrong. The autopsy revealed disturbing details. 3 gunshot wounds. Her clothes had been carefully put back on. A hospital bandage was wrapped around her head, possibly used as a blindfold. This wasn't random violence. Whoever did this planned everything, controlled everything, and felt no remorse. Sherry had been executed, and she wasn't alone. 2 years earlier, 2 other women had been found in nearby areas, including Joanne Messina, another dancer, another disappearance, another body. Police publicly said the cases were unrelated, but privately, they were terrified because the pattern was obvious. Someone was hunting women in Anchorage, and he was getting away with it. Over the next year, more women vanished. Dancers, sex workers, young girls, all vulnerable, all easy to manipulate, all trusting the wrong man. People stopped going out at night. Friends warned each other. Parents panicked. But still, the killer remained invisible. Then, in June of 1983, everything changed. A 17-year-old girl ran barefoot down a dark highway. No shoes, no pants. One wrist still handcuffed. She was screaming, crying, desperate. She jumped into the first car she saw. She didn't care who was driving. She just wanted to live. Her name was Cindy Paulson, and she had just escaped death. The night before, a thin man with glasses had picked her up. He told her he wanted photographs, easy money, nothing dangerous. She believed him. Minutes later, he snapped handcuffs onto her wrist, pulled out a gun, and drove her to his house, to a dark basement, with chains on the ceiling. For hours, Cindy was trapped, terrified, waiting to die. He told her they were going to fly somewhere remote, somewhere no one would ever find her. That's when she understood. If she didn't escape now, she never would. When he looked away for just a second, Cindy jumped from his plane, ran into the forest, bleeding, freezing, lost. She didn't stop until a truck driver saved her. She was alive. And now, she had a story that would expose a monster. Cindy told police everything. The house, the car, the plane, every detail. Investigators followed her description, and it led them to one man, Robert Hansen, a respected bakery owner, a hunter, a family man, a neighbor everyone liked. No one believed he could be involved, but Cindy was certain. Police searched his property, found nothing. Friends defended him, provided alibis. Once again, Hansen walked free, and many believed the case was over. They were wrong. 3 months later, another body was found. 17-year-old Paula Goulding, shot with a .223 rifle near Sherry's burial site. Same weapon, same location, same killer. Now police had proof. This wasn't coincidence. This was a serial murderer. The FBI was called in. Profiler John Douglas analyzed the case. His conclusion was chilling. The killer was likely middle-aged, well-liked, successful, an experienced hunter, comfortable in the wilderness. Every word pointed to Hansen. Search warrants were issued, and this time, they found everything. A map with 37 X's, each marking a secret location. A .223 rifle, jewelry from victims. A neighbor admitted he had lied. Hansen's alibi collapsed. And finally, he broke. Hansen confessed, but not to everything. Only 4 murders. Investigators knew he was lying, so they kept pushing. And eventually, the truth came out. Hansen targeted vulnerable women, promised money, promised safety, then trapped them, chained them, flew them deep into the wilderness. Far from civilization, far from rescue, he would release them, give them hope, let them run. And then, he hunted them, like animals, stalked them, shot them, buried them, and returned to his normal life, like nothing happened. He admitted to 17 murders. Authorities believed the real number was much higher, possibly all 37 marked locations. He died in prison in 2014, taking many secrets with him. Robert Hansen proved something terrifying. Monsters don't always look like monsters. Sometimes, they bake your bread, smile at you, and go home to hunt. If you want more true stories that expose the darkest sides of humanity, subscribe, like, turn on notifications. We post multiple times a week because the most dangerous people are often hiding in plain sight.